Before we get started reading today, go get a pencil and paper. That way you can write or draw the key details that you hear as we read this book. Press pause. Great job. Now you're ready. As we read this book, I want you to pay attention to the key details, the important things in this text, and either write it or draw it as we read. Tomas and the Library Lady by Pat Mora and illustrated by Raul Colin. It was midnight. The light of the full moon followed the tired old car. Tomas was tired too, hot and tired. He missed his own bed and his own house in Texas. Look at his face. How do you think he's feeling? Do you remember some of the words they said he's feeling? Tomas was on his way to Iowa again with his family. His mother and father were farm workers. They picked fruit and vegetables for Texas farmers in the winter and for Iowa farmers in the summer. Year after year, they bumped along in their rusty old car. "Mama," whispered Tomas, "if I had a glass of cold water, I would drink it in large gulps. I would suck the ice. I would pour the last drops of water on my face." How do you think he's feeling? Now I want you to think about the key details in what we've just read. Think about the characters. Who are the characters in this book so far? The setting, where this is happening, and the important events, important things that you think are happening in this book so far. What details do we need for this story to make sense? Think about one key detail and type it in the text below. Before we do that, though, I want you to think about what we need to know about Tomas and his family. We know that he's moving to Texas with his parents so they can work on a farm. These are called key details. The story wouldn't make sense if we didn't know those details. The detail about the cold water helps me to imagine the weather, how hot it is. But the story makes sense without that detail. So this is not a key detail. Can you think of a key detail that we just read? Go type it below.